Thank you very much, Auntie Donna Ingram, and thank you very much, Sam Brahaspati-Stott. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, in the room and also joining us online, welcome to the NDIS and Psychosocial Disability Quality and Safety Forum. Daniel Kim is my name. I have the pleasure of being your host, and it's my privilege to chair the proceedings for you for the day. It's wonderful to have so many of you here in person after the last 12 months that we've had. And it's also fantastic to be joined in real time by a significant and sizable online audience who are joining us via live stream from every state around the nation. And on behalf of the Mental Health Coordinating Council, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being part of what promises to be an absolutely engaging day ahead. In your seats and on your screen, you've been given the program and agenda for today. You'll notice we've got 4 keynote presentations, 2 panel discussions, one of which will be up here on the stage, and the other one will be virtual, so you won't actually see me here in person. More on that anon. And some breaks interspersed throughout. Over the course of the day, we'll be asking you to join the conversation using an online platform called Menti, and you'll be able to participate in polls, build word clouds with us, and submit questions for Q&A when we get to the panelists and to some of the speakers. In fact, on your screen, you'll see a code, 93163224. Looks like a phone number, but it's a code, not a phone number, so don't ring it. Would you all whip out your phones or laptops or whatever devices you have at your seats or at your desks? Go to menti.com and enter in that code. I'd like to show you how it all works and get you all familiarised with what we're going to be doing today. And of course, we're going to be assisted by Richard and his wonderful tech team at the back, running all of this for us. Okay, so if you log in, we have a first poll that's going to be up on the screen. Where are you joining from? If you're on menti.com and you've got the code, please let us know where you are coming from. And the results will be populating in real time for us. So New South Wales, Queensland, ACT, South Australia, Northern Territory and Victoria, and Tasmania, of course. And it's a bit too early in the morning for the West, so we're likely to see that number spike over the course of the day. Oh, here we go. We've got some coming from WA. Good morning to you all. It's a nice early start. I've also been informed that we've had registrations from international delegates as well, some African nations, and which is wonderful. I don't think they'd be up this early to be watching this live, but if you're watching the recording, a warm welcome to you as well. Thank you for joining us. So it looks like you're all getting the hang of how to use Menti. It shouldn't be that hard. We'll use this to run polls like we've just done. We'll use word clouds where we'll give you a topic like inclusive governance, and we'll ask you to come up with the first 2 words that you think of, and the other one is, of course, Q&A. So if you're still logged in, I think there's a next button that you can press to go, and we can pop the code back up, please, Richard. It was 93163224. So that's how you use Menti, and we'll be using this at set points during the day. And the main thing for everybody to know is it's going to be the same for everybody here in the room and everybody logging in online. So we all get the same experience. Finally, some housekeeping for the audience in the room today. There is a Wi-Fi code. The Wi-Fi network is UTS-Function Center, and the password is Conference 2020, all one word, all lowercase. This is a COVID-safe compliant venue, so make sure, if you haven't already, please check in using the QR code. They're on the doors just outside. There are hand sanitizers literally everywhere in this building, in this room, just outside. Make use of those. And we are compliant with the capacity for seating arrangements. Tea and coffee will be self-serve. Lunch will be handled by the staff at the venue. And of course, between each presentations you've seen already, we'll get the lectern and mic all sanitized. Bathrooms are just outside the room to your right, and tea and coffee and lunch will be served outside to the left. In case of an emergency, there are 4 different emergency exits with the green signs, and then you go out to the balcony, there's a staircase on the right, and then the assembly point is TAFE, just outside. For the audience joining us online, on your screen, you'll see the program for the day. There's a link to the Embracing Change website where you can go and get more information about today and also useful resources such as the webinar links and recordings. In terms of the video feed that you're watching, along the bottom there are controls for you to go full screen, and there are volume controls, but there's no chat options. So if you've been looking for one, Menti is what we're going to be using, and there's no chat particular. You'll also notice there's some captioning going on. Those are open captions, not closed, which means they're hard-coded into the video feed and you can't toggle them on or off. And that's for everybody's benefit. And one last thing for the online audience is if you at any time have difficulties using any of the technology, give the wonderful tech team at Third Mill a call. The number is 02 8026 0854 and that number should be on your screen as well. A final word, we will be covering a range of topics today, some of which may bring up difficult emotions for you. If at any time during the program you feel the need to talk to somebody, feel free to reach out to any of the wonderful MHCC staff who are wearing the lovely red lanyards, and they'll be able to provide some supports that they have already prepared for you. Feel free to also just get up and go for a walk if you need to and come back. And if everybody's unavailable and it's particularly difficult for you, you can always give the good folk at Lifeline a call. 13 11 14 is the number. This forum is being recorded, so you can always come back to it in your own time. That's all the housekeeping. So thank you once again for joining us today.